This pastor made me abort 5 pregnancies for him.
All in the name that it will ruin our wedding plans, even when he knows there was never going to be a wedding. He has been lying to everyone all this while, but today I'm going to expose him.
The scream came from the back of the church before the prayer could begin. A woman stood up, walking towards the altar, tears running down her face, shaking like someone fighting death itself. Everyone turned at once, confused and shocked. What is she talking about? Everyone was asking. On the altar, Pastor Elijah was already shaking. He knew his cup was full. And for the first time, the powerful man of God looked afraid. Just grab a bowl of popcorn and stay with me. Let me gist you the story. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and always drop us a comment on what you think about the story. Now, back to our story. Pastor Elijah was loved by many people. His church was always full, and his preaching were full of fire. Everyone spoke about his ministry. People said miracles followed him everywhere. Women said their wombs opened after his prayers. Men confessed that their businesses grew as a result of his prayers. Pastor Elijah always dresses well, speaks well, and prayed with confidence. But behind the anointing, there was a dark side. It all began with counseling sessions behind closed doors. When women came with pain, fear, and unanswered prayers, Pastor Elijah always listened calmly to each woman. He told the women looking for the fruit of the womb that their wombs were blocked by demons, and prayer alone was not enough. He told them that their problems were spiritual, and only he had the solution, claiming he has received instructions from God on what to do. Slowly, he began sleeping with them one after another, claiming it was divine instruction from God to cleanse them from the evil spirits that blocked their wombs. And because it was a man of God, they obeyed. The love of money soon followed. Pastor Elijah preached strongly about sowing seeds. He said breakthroughs needed sacrifice. Before you know it, members started giving and giving everything. Some sold their only land. Some borrowed money. Some skipped feeding their children just so they could also sow a seed, not knowing that Pastor Elijah was busy doing his work and not the work of God. Pastor Elijah was always smiling whenever he's collecting from members. He lived in a mansion, ate good food, and drove luxury cars with bodyguards following him everywhere he went. And every week, his life became better, while that of his members became worse. And to the single ladies, he will always entice them by telling them that God said they would be his wives, and will warn them never to speak to anybody about it yet. After sleeping with them, he will change. Calls would suddenly stop, promises disappeared. New victims replaced old ones. Ada happened to be among those ladies he gave fake promises to. Ada joined the church at a time when she was broken but hopeful. She wanted love, peace, happiness, and a good future. Pastor Elijah told her she was special. He promised to marry her, just like he told every other lady, always holding her hands while praying for her. Ada believed every word, and before you knew it, she became pregnant. Pastor Elijah forced her to remove it, claiming it will spoil their plans of getting married. 1 abortion turned to 2, and from 2 to 3, and 4, then 5. 5 times she bled in silence. After the 5th abortion, Ada almost lost her life. Even as she lay on the hospital bed, empty and numb, Pastor Elijah never visited nor called her. When she finally called him, he warned her to stay quiet. He said speaking would destroy her life, and that people would believe him over her. And that night, Ada couldn't take it anymore. She realized she had been used, not loved. Months went by. Still, fear didn't allow Ada to say anything to anyone. But her heart was heavy. She saw babies in her dreams. She heard cries in her sleep. And something inside her kept whispering, "Speak." Fear told her to keep quiet, but pain told otherwise. That Sunday, Ada was ready for the worst. She wore a plain black dress and sat at the back of the church, ready to end everything. Pastor Elijah just finished preaching about holiness when Ada stood up. Her legs were weak, but her mind was made up. When she got to the pulpit, Ada started voicing out things. She spoke about the empty promises, the money, the secret meetings.
He promised to marry me. Same promise he made to almost all the single ladies here, and kept sleeping with us, one after another. That's not all, oh. He has also slept with all the women looking for the fruit of the womb, claiming his divine instruction from God.
The church exploded.